Yo, 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 Monday with Molly. Okay, I will keep doing it. I'm a glutton for punishment. All right, before we get into today's message, if these videos are helping you or someone you know, please share, please subscribe. I'm on a mission to impact more and more people every single day. So if you already subscribed, thank you so much. If not, go ahead, click the subscribe button below, and let's get started. So today's video is about taking off your mask. Taking off your mask. If you've read my book, you've heard my presentation, you're familiar with this. If not, let me give you a quick little story to kind of set some context and frame it up. So growing up, I went through a lot of trauma growing up in my teen years, addiction in the household. I ran away from home. My mom never came to get me. I was never girly enough for my grandma, so I always had to wear the pink and the lipstick, and it was very shameful and embarrassing. And she wouldn't take me out unless I was in her pretty clothes. A lot of stuff around not being good enough there. And I was also, after I ran away from home, I ended up being sexually abused by someone who I trusted for a couple of years. So all of that, and again, I don't mean to say that like it was easy, all that stuff. I've done the work. It's in my book, so I can say it casually. That's not to diminish anything you're going through, just so we're straight on that. But because of all of those things I went through, and people who are supposed to take care of me or love me or nurture me who didn't, I felt, unlovable, a piece of garbage. I've mentioned that in some other videos. And I stopped trusting people, which if I could go back and change one thing, I wish I would have kept looking for people to trust, because that was 20 years it took me 20 years to get over that one. So anyway, because of all that stuff, I decided, okay, if I'm not lovable, nobody cares for me, I can't trust anyone, then I'm going to put my armor on, whether it's building up the muscles, acting tough, and I'm going to put on the tough girl mask. And the tough girl mask served me well, and it also was a huge hindrance. So it served me well in that I was able to keep everybody at bay. Nobody was able to get close enough because my heart was so hurting. Forget about like just having a wall up. I had the wall, the moat, the fire-breathing dragon, like all of it. So, but putting the tough girl mask on and acting tough and me against the world and like not a chip on my shoulder, the forest on my shoulder, that mask allowed me to keep everybody away. I would never get hurt. I wouldn't have to be in pain. I didn't have to worry about trusting people. It was just me, like a lone wolf. And it served me in a way that, I didn't get hurt by anyone because I didn't let anyone close enough. Which therefore the disservice was not trusting people, trying to do it all on my own, not letting people close enough to me, having healthy relationships. That was a problem. And I'm sharing, I got my squeaky chair again. I forgot about that. Put the WD-40 that or something. So the point of it being, we all choose to wear a mask. What mask do you choose to wear? And most importantly, connect your dots as to why. Right? Maybe it's a tough guy, tough girl mask. Maybe it's the fly under the radar mask. Maybe it's the class clown or the joker, center of attention mask. Maybe it's the I'm so shy, so nobody will ask me a question mask. Whatever it is, whatever your thing. The perfection mask. How could I forget that one? I wore that for many years too. Recovering perfectionist. Can you relate? The point of this though in taking off your mask is it's I would argue, I don't know if you can just, I'm going to take it off. I think it's really important, I've said this in other videos, to connect your dots as to why you're wearing it. Connect your dots as to why you're wearing it in the first place. It wasn't until decades later I realized why I was wearing the tough girl mask. And then once I could realize it and was able to connect my dots, I was like, oh, that's why I act like that. I just thought I was an angry person for no reason. Oh, lessons we learn. But little by little, and going through counseling and doing the work, I was able to little by little peel it off. And it took a long time, but I also had worn it for a long time. So the sooner you can take off your mask, the better. But know why you wear that, right? Maybe you're like a people pleaser. You're like a doormat. That's a mask too. So connect your why as to why you choose to wear that mask most of the time. And then once you understand, then you can start to move forward to help to work on taking it off. And there's no shame in why you're wearing the mask you're wearing. We all do it. Literally, we all do it. It's just wearing it less and less and less. Because when you take off your mask, you are allowed to show up as who you truly are. That is a huge gift to give to yourself. Because most of the masks we wear is because we're hurting, we're in pain, something's not okay. So we put the mask on to cover it. And in fact, recording this video right now on my phone, as some of you know, I call it our comparison machines. We're comparing our real reel to everybody else's highlight reel. So we think our life stinks, we're not as good or pretty or smart or athletic or creative or kind or wealthy as anyone else. So we think we must stink. So when we compare our real reel to everyone else's highlight reel, yeah, we put on a mask so nobody knows what's really going on. And I get it. But you are allowed to take off your mask and show up as who you truly are, who you know you are, or who you want to become. Even if you've had a label, whether it's at school, at work, with your family, you've had the label of whatever it is, the black sheep, the doormat, the angry one, the aggressive one, whatever it is. Just because you've had that label for a long time doesn't mean you have to always wear that label. You can take the label off and you can start to little by little take off your mask and show up as who you truly are or who you're evolving into. I hope we're not the same as we were a year ago. When people say to me, gosh, you've changed so much, I'm like, thank you. I don't want to be who I was 10 years ago. Are you kidding me? My mask is different. I barely wear one. I wear one when I have to sometimes to just cope through the day sometimes. I'm human. But other than that, my masks they're in retirement for the most part. But what I know for sure is when you are constantly growing and trying to improve yourself and you learn who you are, you evolve into it, and that happens at any age, hopefully sooner the better, but it happens at any age, and you show up as who you are, there is a freedom, there's a lightness to you, there's clarity in your head because you're not worried about what other people are. I got a hair in my face. You know, I don't do editing here. I keep it real. But there's a lightness to you. Your head space is clear. You're not worried about what will everyone else think? What will they do? Should I? Shouldn't I? What's the worst that can happen? Yo, man, just show up as you. Live with a clear conscience. Act with kindness, with dignity, with respect. You do that. You don't have to worry about what everyone else is thinking. I don't need to compare my real reel to everyone else's highlight reel. But when you connect the dots as to why you wear the mask you wear, understand it, no shame in it, but then be willing to do the work to become a better version of yourself. So if you're the perfectionist, you want to start taking that mask off, right? So how about instead of perfection, you flip your 20 and you strive for excellence. I'll take that any day. Instead of the tough guy, flip your 20 and you can be confident. Doesn't mean you have to be angry. Or you can be kind. Maybe that's who you really are inside, but you've had this mask on for so long, you don't even know that's part of you yet. It is, it's in there. But you have to do the work. You are not the label anyone else has given you. You're not the label you've given yourself. And I'm saying label in terms of if it is a negative label or a negative limiting belief that is holding you back. All of these videos I do, anything you ever hear me talk about or post, it's all about moving forward. So what do you need to do? How do you need to flip your 20, change your mask, take it off, little by little wipe it off to move yourself forward, to evolve into the version of yourself you have desired, you want to become, you believe you can become? It might be a lot of hard work, great. It might be a little bit of work, great. But forward is a pace. So what if today you choose to start taking off your mask and just showing up as who you are? You deserve to do that because you matter. You deserve to do that because you deserve to have a freedom to be who you are in any context of whatever that means. As who you are, who I am, you deserve to show up as your true self. Even if other people don't like it, even if other people don't understand it, that's okay. So choose today to take off your mask. I hope this video helps you or someone that you love. Please feel free to share. Obviously, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you in a couple days for the next Flip Your 20 Friday. Take off your mask. Flip your 20. Peace.